Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Assassin's Creed Valhalla build tutorials. Today I'm going to show you guys what I call the Shield Wolf Ranger build. And this is probably my favorite build in the game because it involves the shield and a lot of wolf class skills, which is kind of different from the meta, but it's very fun and enjoyable to use because you are going to gain the most powerful range attack combo in this game with the right perks and abilities and stats that is going to be done in an insane level. You can see me time and time again easily punch way above 900 damage versus enemies and Dreadnought that are hundreds of levels above me. So if you enjoyed today's video, please share and like, and if you'd like to see more Valhalla build tutorials, you can click on the card above or the playlist in the description below to see every build tip video I have made for this game all year long. And as always, the gameplay you see is on a very hard difficulty with the stealth difficulty on Master Assassin. And to complete this build to its maximum level, you're gonna need about 230 power, but you can really start working towards this once you reach 120 power or above. So one of the key items you're going to need is this Breton Shield, which is going to restore health on parry, 15% every 10 seconds. And you're going to combine this with the Claw Dagger, which is increase your critical damage after each hit. And as you can tell, they're both wolf class because this is pretty much all wolf gear, all wolf skill. For your armor, make sure you're wearing 2 to 3 pieces of the Huntsman armor so you can get the range damage buff for shooting shots that are 20 meters and beyond. And for the bow, once again, as a wolf bow, make sure you get the Hunnish bow so you can get increased range damage for 20 seconds for every weak point hit you do. And for the other 2 pieces of armor, make sure you do wear the Feign armor. So you can get a critical chance increase every time you parry, which goes great with your healing shield. So the detailed skill tree breakdown will be at the end of the video, but do understand the rest of these films you see as I show you how to use the build in game, it's going to be a lot of wolf skills and very little Raven and very little Bear. So to start off most fights, you can just start off with the parrying. Not only is it going to give you huge stun damage, it's also going to give you that parry critical chance buff you get from the Feign armor. But because you're so involved in the wolf skill tree with mostly almost all wolf gear, the stunning from the shield is very serious. As you can tell, the enemy has gone much of his staggered damage bar down. And as you get the critical hits up, damage up from the hitting and the stabbing, you can actually go into your focus skill and make sure you hit a weak point. So now you can see I also have the plus 15 range damage from the Hunnish bow. And as this goes on, you want to kind of keep backing up. So you also get your 5 long range skill shots that you get from the Huntsman armor increase. The perfect thing here was that the enemy actually ran away from me. So then I end up doing a missile reversal on a spear he threw, which further gives me the range damage buff I need to get from the Huntsman armor. So now I almost have full 25 range damage buff from the Huntsman. I already have the plus 15 range damage buff from the Hunnish bow. So this point on, I'm just going to try to get everything buffed. So now I got both range buffs there, you see, at the beginning and the end perks. And I also still have the plus 10 critical chance and the plus 18.5 critical damage from the Claw Dagger. So now I go into Blinding Rush, my ability, and then I do a charge shot, which is another wolf skill, right into the head. So this is plus 40 range damage, plus 10 critical chance, and plus 18.5 critical damage. Headshot with Blinding Rush and charge shot. And you can see this Dreadnought, who is way above my level, it's just going down. And I can do it again because I'm getting a lot of adrenaline. So this is another Blinding Rush, charge shot, still with some of the buffs, and another 1000 plus damage. So this is a lot more effective than the previous build I showed you because the charge shot, blinding rush, and all of the parrying and all the wolf gear just have crazy synergy. So you can see here as I'm doing the charge shots in blinding rush, it actually doesn't take a full adrenaline bar because on the kill of the headshot, I get adrenaline back immediately. So watch, I've activated the blinding rush so it costs me an adrenaline, but as I do the charge shot to finish off the ability, I gain half back off the kill. So essentially it only costs me about 60% or 50% of an adrenaline point to do blinding rush if I end it with a charge shot kill or charge shot damage, which I'm bound to get because I'm gonna get huge damage even though I'm not fully buffed here. So actually, if you're using this Wolf Ranger Shield build, the focus on Narnia, which has previously been discussed as, you know, like a meta ability, is no longer a meta ability because you can see me do the focus skill here with the arrows. Sure, I'm doing pretty high damage, but I'm not gaining any adrenaline points back on the kill. And because Blinding Rush allows me to do that, so the resource management is way better with Blinding Rush. So you can see me here fight another Dragnor, super high level character 280. And these are meant to be pretty tough fights in the game, but if you have the right gear on, so you can see I'm starting on with the focus on Ornia, just to show you guys. No matter how much damage I do, I'm not going to gain any adrenaline points back. Now granted, I can go into focus to hit a weak point, so that I can gain the weak point buff, but I can also do this from range. So right now I'm pretty much going into focus to hit a weak point, and after I hit the weak point right there, which I did, I get 20 seconds plus 15 range damage buff, and I'm just gonna let the rest of the arrows fly. But now you can see I'm also getting that Huntsman damage buff, but as I get in the melee shots, I can also do a lot of blocking and just take away most of his stagger bar, which is what makes this Shield Wolf Ranger build so good, because the stunning on a Wolf Shield when you are completely invested in the Wolf skill is devastating. So here is another range Wolf skill, just the range finisher. That's also pretty good. But now I have the plus 10 critical chance of the blocking, plus most of my range damage buff. So I decided to go into Blinding Rush here and then just let a headshot fly, and you can see I gained back adrenaline on that. And that did a huge damage, and at this point this guy is just sitting duck. He has no health and no stagger bar. And you can see the shield blocking is just, it's very easy to time, especially if you give it like block runes. Like you can see I'm just blocking every attack here, and that gives me adrenaline back, the blocking. So that as I gain it back, I'm just gonna go into Blinding Rush and give him that charge shot, headshot again. Like the synergy here is perfect, and I'm not even gonna get hurt. And the dagger itself is also excellent. It gets in a lot of quick attacks, so it's very easy to build up the crit damage buff, which sets me up for range attacks. And if I do any type of missile reversal, it gets me the range buff, the parry critical chance buff, and the range weak point buff. So if you can missile reversal in this, it's absolutely perfect to go with the build. So in terms of the detailed skill tree you see here, like I said, there's not a lot of bear or raven skills being used here. So if you are building this character from the ground up, you're pretty much gonna start off aiming to get every wolf skill first. You probably want grit, last chance healing, charge shot, arrow reinforcement, and all of that first, and then you want to go to your bear and raven trees. Obviously get all of the adrenaline points first per usual, but you're going to be mostly focused on the wolf side of the tree, and then focus on getting those wolf gears I have showed you. Everything works with excellent synergy, and the shield play is just so good because it's going to give you back adrenaline. And if you get the Blinding Rush ability as soon as you can from the Book of Knowledge, any charge shot you do will just destroy any enemy you see, even if they're way above your level. So it's going to make the game go by pretty smoothly, and it's going to be quite fun because the blocking element is kind of intense. And as you block, you're going to go to Blinding Rush, and that experience is very rewarding. Trust me, give it a go. If you got any questions, leave it in the comment section, and I look forward to speak to you guys again very soon.